Alright, this is going to be an apology video. And I'm not real good at apologizing. I spent my whole younger life always, in my family, I was the one everybody called because I would show up. I always showed up. Now that I got older, they're nowhere to be found. So yeah, I get a little ticked off. But that's not what this is about. This is about Goldie. Look, she's got a mental disorder that could be dangerous. I mean, she's not mean, but she loses her mind with fear that if there was a child or something around, she would trample him trying to get away. So, unless I can fix her, it would be irresponsible to sell her to somebody unless they signed a waiver knowing that she was told only for broodmare, and it would have to be somebody that knows how to, I don't know, you wouldn't keep the foal with her very long, just the minimum amount of time, because the mother will imprint fear onto the young one. So anyway, I kind of wanted the opportunity to see if I could fix her. Here comes winter, already snowing on the ground. So, I've got a good horse, and which is Cleo. And if I keep Goldie, then Cleo would suffer and put her at risk. So, that's why I'm trying to raise money. This is not Heartland Ranch where I have been here for 6 generations and have 600 acres and a TV crew to pay for everything. So, I want to apologize for coming across as extortion. I really think I should make the execution or euthanasia video, and I will age restrict it. So if you're under 18, you won't get to see the proper method of a horse execution. Maybe I can use that video to raise money for one of the horse places. Hey, you don't want to give it to me to save a horse, well, give it to some other horse place. So, anyhow, Cleo's doing good. I could throw a pack of firecrackers out in front of her and she'd just look annoyed, like, why did you do that for? So, she's doing fine, and that's all I intended on keeping was one horse, because in this 5-acre lot, it's not the best pasture, but one horse, I wouldn't hardly have to buy any hay except for like now when there's snow on the ground. That's what I'm saying. If I keep Goldie here, that means I have to buy hay for both of them, because 2 horses on that lot will trample the grass. So you figure 2 horses, seed. Let's not even forget the veterinary stuff comes due in January. So it's just keeping Goldie will be expensive. It could go as high as $1,000 to get her through winter. Well, I might as well add a couple of hundred in there for Cleo, because the trampled grass, I'm going to have to get a bag of grass seed and at least $100 extra worth of hay. So, no, maybe 1,000. Worst. I don't know. It could go that high. It all depends on the weather, folks. It's the weather. It could get out of it with $500. It could go as high as 1,000. It's up to the good Lord. So, I apologize if I came across as extorting. Now, I do not apologize for booting people off my channel that come on there and say things like, well, I think it's time to unsubscribe. You know what? If you think it's time to unsubscribe, I'm going to help you. I'm going to help you right along and block you. Because I want to give you what you want. So I'm helping you. So anybody that comes on my channel and says, I think it's time to unsubscribe, I'm going to give you a helping hand. Guaranteed helping hand right on out the door. I don't want to, what is it? How did they say that? Customer is right. So if you think it's time to unsubscribe, just say so, and I'll give you the boot. All right? And you won't have to worry about getting updates or nothing from me. So yes, I'm gonna if I have to execute her, I'm gonna make an educational video of it. I will age restrict it. It'll be age restricted. It'll be a warning on the front of it that don't watch this. But hey, maybe one of the other horse organizations over there. We don't have a horse organization around here. I just had a thought. Now, this is a wild thought, so this may take a few extra minutes. You may want to cut the video off now. I don't have any heirs. I have no children, no wife, no nothing. I own half of a farm here. If somebody wanted to turn this place into a rescue, as long as I could live here till I die, I would just give it to them. They have to name it after me. David Sardi Horse Rescue. I just give them my half of the ranch. Or if they had enough money, somebody with some money that wanted a good deal to start a horse rescue, they could go buy my brother out of his half, and then I'd give them my half as long as I just could stay here. Well, maybe I ought to throw a deal of surgery. I want surgery. Get me my surgery. Get my medical problems fixed. And then I can live here. And within a year or so, I could probably be working at the rescue. But yeah, I have to throw in the medical stuff. If somebody was to do that, I would have to get my medical problems fixed. I want a surgery done. Because the government is not going to pay for it. And I don't want to hear about it. I don't want to hear about any more programs. I've called them all. No, 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 no. And I've been talking about this on YouTube since 2007. And then before the government decided I couldn't drive a truck anymore, I tried for like 4 years before that to get the surgery while I was paying for insurance. And insurance companies, we're not covering any weight loss surgeries for truck drivers anymore. And you know who started all that? Walmart. There's a guy in my local Walmart store. He's in a chair being wheeled around, and he's got abdomen. It's where his abdomen actually hangs down to his knees. Mine isn't that bad yet, but his belly, the skin has flopped down so far as to his knees, and Walmart will not pay a dime to get him out of that chair. So when people talk about Obamacare, I said, well, what's the difference? Obamacare, all it is Walmart insurance. That's all it is. I mean, I've read through it. It's just like everybody gets crappy insurance. Unless you're dying, and then they're going to take all your stuff away before you get any of those big benefits. That's the way Tennessee is. Tennessee would take everything. Tennessee only helps the destitute, which I don't really blame them. But, at the federal level, they take out insurance on us, so then, yeah, we deserve our medical, because the federal government charges us for health insurance, which I don't understand what the Obamacare is, because when I remember my checks, when I look at my check, there was Medicare coming out every week. It was like FICA insurance. I was paying insurance premiums. So, yeah, I don't have no qualms about taking that now, because that wasn't welfare. What else? Anyway, I'm sorry I took the video down. No more extortion. If you don't want to donate to Cleo, That's your business. Not Cleo. Goldie. If you don't want to donate to her, that's fine. You don't have to.